Hey, have you heard about the Morning Roast podcast? Episode 1 is called Brewing a Richer Life. It's such an interesting topic.
Yeah, I have. Let's dive into it and see what we can learn. Grab your coffee. This is exactly the kind of morning conversation I love.
Perfect. For anyone new here, welcome. We sit down with a fresh brew to talk about the things that actually matter. Building wealth, staying well, and finding balance in the daily grind. No gatekeeping, no fluff, just honest conversation to help you start your day with clarity and purpose.
And today we're using the coffee metaphor, brewing a richer life. It's about small, intentional choices that compound over time, like letting a great cup steep rather than rushing it. Let's unpack what richer really means beyond money.
Totally. Step 1, define what rich means to you. For some people, it's financial independence. For others, it's time freedom, strong relationships, or health. The mistake most of us make is borrowing someone else's definition and wondering why it never feels right.
Exactly. So a simple exercise. Write down your top 3 values and how a richer life would look if those values were honored daily. Money might be in there, but how does it serve your values, not the other way around?
From there, we move into practical habits. Building wealth isn't just about aggressive investing. It's consistent habits. Automate savings, track spending, and make one decision each month that nudges your finances forward. The compound interest on habits is huge.
I like that. And don't overlook micro investments in yourself. A short course, a network coffee chat, better sleep. Those pay dividends in confidence and capacity. Wealth is both the numbers in your account and the skills you carry.
Speaking of sleep, staying well is the second pillar. We often sacrifice health to chase getting ahead, but health is the engine that makes everything possible. Prioritize sleep, movement, and food that fuels your day. Even 5 minutes of breath work in the morning can shift your whole mood.
And let's be realistic. You don't need a perfect routine. Start with one non-negotiable, like a 10-minute morning walk or a 7-hour sleep goal. Then build. The trick is to make wellness integrated, not another checkbox of shame when you miss it.
That brings us to balance. People think balance means perfect equality across work, family, and self. It's actually about intentional allocation, knowing what needs more attention this week and leaning into it without guilt. It's seasonal, not static.
I love that. Seasonal balance. If you have a big project, your social life might dim for a bit. That's fine, as long as you plan recovery time. Also, small rituals anchor us. A nightly check-in with your partner, a Sunday planning session, or a work shutdown ritual.
Let's pull these ideas into a simple morning routine that aligns with the podcast ethos. 1, brew something you enjoy, literal or metaphorical, to start deliberate focus. 2, spend 5 minutes on a single highest value task for the day. 3, review one financial microstep you'll take. 4, do a quick wellness check, breath, posture, hydration.
That routine takes 10 to 15 minutes and sets tone, money, mind, and wellness. Small, repeatable practices are how you brew long-term richness. Also, fail fast on the things that don't fit. If a habit doesn't help after a month, tweak it.
A few tactical tips before we wrap. Automate your savings so it's invisible. Set a weekly 30-minute wealth review to check progress. Batch tasks to protect creative time, and set a hard stop for work each day to protect rest. These practical moves reduce decision fatigue.
And for wellness, prioritize sleep timing over sleep length when you can. Move daily, even short bursts count. And practice a no-phone boundary for the first 30 minutes after waking. Boundaries create space for what matters.
All right, quick mindset note. Abundance versus scarcity. When you operate from scarcity, every decision feels like a threat. Abundance thinking doesn't ignore limits, it recognizes options. Reframe setbacks as data, not destiny.
Exactly. Replace the question, what if I fail, with what if this opens a new door? And be patient. The best parts of life are brewed slowly. You can't rush cold brew and expect it to taste right. Same goes for careers, relationships, and health.
To wrap up, define what rich means to you. Build tiny daily habits for money and health. Lean into seasonal balance and protect simple rituals. That combo is the recipe for a richer life.
Thanks for listening to episode 1 of the Morning Roast podcast. Try one tiny habit this week. Pick your single most meaningful financial or wellness action and do it 3 times. Tell us how it felt. We'll be back next time with more practical conversation. Same time, same mug.
If you like this episode, subscribe, leave a rating, or send us a message with your hashtag BrewedRicherWins. Have a great morning, and cheers to brewing a richer life.